Hey, how's it going today? Today I was going to show you a little project I had. Somebody had requested something similar to this. What we were trying to achieve was to update a due date for service schedules based on annual, monthly, or weekly frequency. I put on here days remaining for that cycle until your due date, so it makes it easy to see which ones need attention and which ones are overdue, so on and so forth. This is a pretty cool little macro that we came up with just to kind of simplify if you've got multiple service items that need to be done on a whatever kind of frequency you need. Like I said, this person was looking for something that he could update annual services, monthly and weekly services. And how we came up with to change the due date, change the status, was by entering a 1 into the status column here where there is a 0. Now you won't see a 1 being entered here because what we were trying to do is when a 1 is entered, it updates the due date, and so it changes the status back to 0, meaning that it needs to be done. So you won't actually see a 1 being entered here, because once a 1 is entered, the due date will update and then the status is reset to 0. And Excel works fast enough that you'll just never see that happen, but it happens. So anyways, we'll kind of walk you through this and show you. So if I've got a service that has to be done, a project that needs to be done, like let's say conveyor service 10, the due date is today. So we've got 0 days remaining, so I better get on that one. This one, conveyor service 9, should have been done 5 days ago. Fallen a little behind there. Conveyor service 6 is 10 days overdue, so hopefully that one wasn't important. Again, conveyor service 3 is 5 days overdue. And I've got these color coded, and it automatically updates as you change your date. So green means you're good, red means it's obviously needs to be done. Okay, so I'll just show you how this works here. So just to start off here, this is real basic. These are just a formula to take your due date minus whatever the date is today, and that will show you how many days until your due date. Okay, so these are just simple formulas. Drag down the column to show you how many days are remaining for the cycle. So okay, let's say that this is an annual service. Okay, so and its due date is today. So let's say we did this one. So in our status, like I said, we'll type a 1, and it will update the due date, and because it's annual, it will change it from 11/17/2017. It'll change it to 11/17/2018. And then, because this is a formula of whatever date is here minus today, this will automatically update and show us how many days we have left in the cycle. Okay, so we will put a 1 here. By changing the value of this cell to 1, the current due date will be updated and the status will be reset to 0. So like I was saying, we type a 1 here, but it will reset it back to a 0, showing that this action still needs to be done again. So see, it doesn't have a 1 there, but it was put there and then reset back to 0. Our due date was changed 11/17/2018, and our days remaining in the cycle are 365. Okay, so now we see that this has changed from red to green, showing okay, we've got a full year before service 10 has to be done again. Okay, so these are the same. Let's say that we go ahead and do service 9 as well. Okay, so we'll put a 1 in the status. It will update the due date by 1 week, so you'll see the days change. It should change to the 19th, and then this will update. So we put a 1, same thing. By changing it, the current due date will be updated and the status will be reset to 0. Okay, so you see it updated the date. It updated the days remaining. It looks like we only have 2 days before it's due again. So I also set this up to show yellow if we come within 2 days of our due date, so that you kind of know, okay, these ones are coming up and need attention soon. Okay, so now like if you see, like this is a weekly one, and if we update this and change this, because it's a weekly and we update this, it will add 1 week to this and we will still be short, showing that we're gonna have to do it again, or we could just update it twice. You know, if you've got a maintenance schedule like this, you probably don't need to do the same thing twice. So I mean, you could just update the status twice to get it above that. Really, if you have a service schedule that's a weekly thing, it should never fall behind 10 days anyways. But we all know things don't happen the way they're always planned in when it comes to work. Anyways, so yeah, I'll show you. I'll just do that real quick. We'll just update that. I mean, it's the same thing. It'll add a week to the due date. We're still behind by 3 days, so we can just update that thing again. And puts us, okay, it needs attention in 4 more days. Okay. This is another thing. It's pretty easy to add to this. You know, if I decide I've got another service project that needs to be added to the list, we can add that here, and then put at what frequency here, and then on this we would just put 0. Let's see, we'll just go ahead and we'll just add conveyor service 12. We'll say it's a monthly thing. Put it at 0, then you just we'll just add today's date, 11/17/17, and then it puts the formula in for us. So then we can just update that, and the macro already picks up that we've added that to it, so it just changes that for us. So as you can see on the monthly, it just changes the month, obviously, and now we've got 30 days until our next service is scheduled. So it's kind of cool if you've got different projects that routinely need done at different frequencies. I mean, this can be set up a lot of different ways, but this is a pretty simple little table that we can use to make sure we're on top of different whatever actions we need done. It keeps track of the date. It adds to that date, automatically updating the due date of these projects, and it shows us which ones are getting close, which ones need attention, and the ones that are good to go. So it's pretty simple, but has a lot of functionality, I think, in a lot of different applications and things. So I hope this helps you and gives you some ideas of maybe something that you can do yourself or have done for you. And again, thank you for watching.